trailer for the Robert Pattinson. Did I say that? Patterson? I don't know. Anyways, they released the trailer for. This guy never shuts up. But anyways, they released the trailer for the new movie, and we're gonna be going over it and what I think is what. And then there's also the Justice League, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League thing. There's also Gotham Knights, but I kind of want to record and talk about that while I'm playing like the Robin and the Batgirl DLC and stuff like that, because I've been waiting to talk about this movie for a long time. So the trailer starts off while you're hearing tape, and it's like going through the WB stuff and the DC and stuff like that, and then it cuts to a dead guy and a guy that I think looks like Thomas Elliott, Hush, okay, taping up a guy and writing in red marker that says no lies, no more lies. And then I think Commissioner Gordon comes on the scene. I'm not sure if that's Commissioner Gordon or not, but I think that is Commissioner Gordon. He's walking through while there's this song playing, and then you get a shot of Batman walking on. And then a bunch of newspapers that says lies in red, and a card that says to Batman. And Gordon asks, "Is this about you?" And then it shows a shot of the Batman outfit. Now I think, and this is a theory that I saw on Google, and I think it would kind of really nice, and nobody's done this before, is if the bat symbol looks like it's made out of, well, the pieces of a gun. And I saw a question on Google that was, is the Robert Pattinson's Batman bat symbol made out of the gun that killed Bruce's parents? And I think that would be an awesome twist to the suit that really makes it his. And I don't know really how I feel about the lenses being like, I mean, it looks cool, but in the images I didn't with his helmet in the Batcave. And the new Batcave, it looks like a makeshift Batcave. You're probably wondering why I'm using the Batman vs Superman Batmobile. Is because I think I don't know, I feel like it has some of the same feel to the Batmobile that the Robert Pattinson one does, but we'll get to that later on. And so then the next shot shows Bruce, I think, at City Hall, and then a Lincoln drives through with a bunch of tape on it, and a guy steps out with a yellow note on his chest that says, "To the Batman." And it looks like he has a tape recorder taped to his hand. Hold on, give me a second. I need to turn down this game volume. Audio options. Turn that down. Turn that down. Turn that down. Probably not that much, but. Let's see. It looks like he has a tape recorder taped to his hand, and it looks like it could be relaying a message from the man that has the mask on from the beginning of the trailer, who I think is Hush, but I have one other suspect that I think is the man behind the mask, and there's like a bunch of villains in the movie. Like a bunch of villains in this movie. Like I think I saw Bane, Riddler, maybe Scarecrow, Penguin. I don't know if Joker's gonna be in the movie, because I think the Joker is gonna get a sequel. And some people are saying that he's gonna have a sidekick that isn't gonna be Harley Quinn in it, but it's for another day. Probably while playing the Joker, um, challenge game mode in the Arkham Asylum.
He's gonna get us! No chance.
And then it shows him just staring at that. And then the next scene shows Catwoman coming through a skylight, and it looks like a very rich person's house. And she starts to crack a safe using this like flashlight thing, and then it cuts to not an arms dealer. So then it cuts to Batman looking out over a city from a rooftop, and then it shows this like, it looks like it's a cult where they're wearing all white face paint and stuff, staring into the camera and stuff. And then it shows a picture where the image is red, and it shows a picture of the Batman cowl, or helmet if you prefer. And then it shows Batman fighting off a bunch of cops and Commissioner Gordon holding Batman down against the bars, or like a cage thing. So it looks like he's doing something. And then it goes through like a bunch of shots of like Bruce on a motorcycle, Gotham, stuff like that. And then it shows him and Catwoman fighting in the building in hand-to-hand combat that it looks like they were in. It looks like the building that Catwoman was robbing. So it looks like she got caught red-handed and they're fighting. And then it shows this mysterious man, who I think is still Hush, throw a firebomb down and launch Batman backwards in some sort of building. And then it shows him taping. There's a shot of him taping something else. And then there's the best part of the trailer, I think. You guys need to go and watch this. I'll probably link the trailer down in the description below. But it's the best scene ever, where there's a thug that says, one of the cult thugs, I believe, asks, "Who the hell are you supposed to be?" And then he charges at Batman with like a plank of wood or something, it looks like. And it looks like a plank of wood. And so Batman just blocks it and just starts beating the shit out of him, like relentlessly, and like a really fast-paced motion, and everybody else in the gang is just sitting there staring at him. One guy's recording it, and then Batman says, "I am vengeance," and like this voice, it kind of sounds like a Bale voice, but it's not. It's a little. It looks like the bullet deflects off of him. Then it shows him grappling up like a sort of circular staircase thing, kind of like it in Batman Begins, where they're in the I think they're either in the asylum or Wayne Manor. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen Batman Begins.
A bunch of Penguin Harvey's boys working together. Tongue, sign of the apocalypse.
But anyways, then it cuts to the last part of the trailer, where it shows Batman standing up from beating the crap out of the cult guy, and then it shows the title. And this is where and then it shows him in the Batcave taking off his mask. And this is why I think there's another person that is behind the mask, and it's not Hush. It shows a question mark 0, question mark 1, which is 2021, except the 2s are question marks. And so I think it could possibly be the Riddler that's been doing that, you know, because Riddler is Riddler, and he does a lot of crazy, insane stuff to try and attract Batman and prove his superior.
More, Riddler or me? I'll tell you everything.
So that's why I sort of think that is Riddler who's doing that, but Riddler I don't think does that. But the green note also makes me suspect about that.
Don't mistake my hiding beneath the orphanage.
So I think that the Riddler is also a suspect for doing all that stuff, like taping all those guys. Ow. That. What? Okay. But anyways, so that's the trailer for Robert Pattinson's The Batman. I'm saying Robert Patterson because I don't really remember the director's name. I'm sorry. But there is a director. I know there's a director for the movie because every movie has a director, and it's not Robert Patterson. I can't say his name. I'm sorry. It comes out in a weird accent, and I can't say his name. But yeah, it doesn't show Bane or anybody else in this trailer at this point. But it looks pretty cool. It looks freaking awesome. I've been waiting to watch this movie for a long. And now, Avery, what did you think of it? She said she thought it was really good. Ow, okay, I just got hit in the head with a baseball bat. But yeah, pretty cool. I think, honestly, it's going to be a great movie. Next time, we will be talking about Gotham Knights. Because I don't probably play the Harley Quinn DLC and talk about Justice League kill. Suicide Squad kill the Justice League.
What's that way? Is that contact tax deductible or something?
But yeah. So those are my thoughts on the Batman trailer that is going to be releasing in 2021. Make sure to watch the trailer. I'm going to link it in the description below. And have a great weekend.